Alright guys, so we are back at messing with this filming drone again, and whenever we seen the last video, you could see the props in the video. So I've thought about how to fix this, and there's many ways that you can fix it. One way is to make it like a dead cat, and this dead cat, it's nice and all, but the way this one's shaped, I've been sizing it up. I've got a dead cat kit that I can put on it. It's the same kit that's on this drone here. But I've been sizing it up, and when I put the one that's on this drone up to this one, where I've got a custom bottom plate and a top plate on this drone, the nose is going to be hanging way out the front. And I was like, well, I wonder if I can just put on these and not have to wear the back ones, and they'd be touching the motors. So no matter what I do, I either have my nose too far up, or the pretty much the center of gravity is going to be back here instead of in the center where you want it to be. So that's where I have been actually tinkering around, and I found a solution that I think I might do. And I made some landing gear for it. And you're like, well, why would you make landing gear for it if your props are in the view? Well, if we take these motors in the front and we put them on the bottom, I think we can get away with not having the props in view and not really messing with the characteristics of the drone, the way it weighs and everything. So I made these right here, and I made them kind of like skates for ice, but got a little designing into it, and I made it to where it has a dovetail system. And this dovetail, you can just slide them together. Now, you might say, well, why don't you just print it like this, laying on the printer? Well, it takes a long time to print this. I think it was 8 hours it wanted to print these pieces like this. Well, when I done it like this, it only took 3 hours. So that's why I made the dovetail system, so when you pull it off the print bed, you could just put them together like this. And now they're together and pretty supportive, and they don't move around. If you had two single ones, I think it would eventually split apart or move around or do something I don't want it to do. So I've got these, and I'm going to install them on the drone, and I'm going to take the front motors and put them on the bottom. So let me get you to where you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. All right, there we go. Now you can see what I'm doing a little bit better, and I think the first thing I'm going to do is take this bumper off of it. This bumper is going to be in the way, and then I'm going to start by mounting this this landing gear first. And I made it to where it's the first four screws, the first four screws, and then the two back screws. So we don't have to have much taken apart. I didn't want it to where I had to take everything apart. So it'd be simple. So it'd be easy. And hopefully that gives us enough clearance if I measured right. And if you need any landing gear or anything like this custom made, hit me up in the comments below, and we'll get you something made. There we go. And now this should fit right on here like this. And I think the same screws might work because I made it pretty thin where it goes in. We'll try the same screws, see if they work. Oh yeah, they're grabbing. That's a good thing. There they go. They grab just fine. Then we'll put the back ones in next. I like easy solutions like this. Instead of having to get in a whole new frame or having to start over again because I don't like a build, I could just make it a little bit more unique than I planned on making it, and have something pretty neat but functional. And that is the good part, is you want it to be functional. And I didn't test fit these or anything, so I'm glad I got these numbers right, because this video would not be made. There we go. You got one more here on the side. Now, hopefully, I have enough wire length to come around the arm. I think I do. I test one out to see if I was able to get around the arm, and it worked just fine. All right. There's the landing gear. Let's see if they fit all the way down. Yep, they fit all the way down. My dovetail it popped off the dovetail. It popped it right back on. All right, no big deal. That's fine. There we go. There's the landing gear. Now, it's pretty stable. I think it's going to be fun. I might go in and make like an attachment or something to go right here to make it to where, but I mean, it's still, yeah, it lands just fine. All right. Let's take these motors off and put them on the other side now, and hopefully I got enough clearance below to where we can make the front a pusher. Alright, flip it around like this. Yeah, I think it's going to work just fine. I'm just going to put a couple screws in it. That way I can just look at it for a second. Oh yeah, that's close. Don't get me wrong, that's close, but it is off the ground. That's what counts. It's off the ground. So I think that's going to work fine. Let's go ahead and put the rest of the screws in this one and get it onto the other motor. Now, the only thing I'm going to have to worry about is when I take off, which really, it's got a screw. It can stop on the screw. So I think if I make one more print and make it just fit over the nut, it might be great for it. I don't know if I necessarily need it or not, but I think if I make something to fit over that nut, then if it did touch the ground or whatever, it wouldn't do any damage to it, which it ain't going to do much. It's just, we got a stainless shaft right here. So, I mean, it's going to grind the end of the shaft a little bit, but I don't think it's going to do enough to really hurt anything. So, yeah, look at that. It works perfectly. That's great. Now, the only thing is if you land and you land on some debris, maybe you want to have a flat surface. If you're going out on a filming job, have you a table to land on. Something that it can slide on really easy, so like a fold-up table. I think that would be ideal. There's a little tip on making a landing pad for filming. Alright, let's get this one. Hopefully it fits. There we go. I was worried that these wires would be not long enough, and it looks like they're just right. Because I didn't want to put any extra tension on them ESC pads inside if I didn't have to. And it looks like it's just right. I got lucky. Because I definitely did not plan to put the motors on the bottom of the arm. But it is a great solution instead of rebuilding the whole build. Because technically I could put all the motors on the bottom. It wouldn't do anything different. Now, what I am going to have to do is I do have to flip these props the other way. So we'll go ahead and take the props off. And the reason why you want to take the props off is because I'm going to have to reprogram these motors. So that's all I'll be doing. I won't be reordering them. I'll just be reversing the two front motors, because instead of it being like this, I'll just be flipping the props over. That's all I'll do. Just flip the props over, and we'll keep the props off so I can reprogram it. And I say, let's go give it a fly and see what it's like. All right, guys. I'll see you out in the flying field. All right, guys. We are here at the park, and I've got my drone right here. And, yeah, let's get started and see what it's like. I did do some tuning on it. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do on this video. In this video, I'm going to link the tuning, or I'm going to put the tuning down below. But I'm also going to link the arms for the Dead Cat if you guys want to build a Dead Cat filming drone with a flip switch. They are made for the 7-inch arms, so you can turn a flip switch into a 7-inch pretty much. But these are the 8-inch arms on this one. I'll link those also. So in this video, you'll get the tuning of this drone with the 8-inch arms. And if you want something custom like this, put in the order notes that you want to do something custom. And I don't know if you guys know that or not, but 533 will do custom orders. And I'm not speaking for 533, and none of this is my opinion on 533. This is just my own opinion about it. I'm not supposed to say that, but anyways, it's pretty cool that you can get these arms, these 8-inch arms and the 7-inch dead cat arms to turn your flip switch into like a filming rig. And I like it. So I've got my props going the right way on the PID tune. I did tune it a little bit to see if I could take out the twitches. I lowered my filter, defilter a little bit, or no, I raised my defilter a little bit, and lowered the P and the D a little bit. So we'll see what happens. If the tune is good, I'll link the tune. If it's not, maybe we have to adjust it until we get the tune right while we're here. So it should be pretty close though. Me and Carter at the shop, Carter does all the tuning, and anytime he has like a messed up drone, I try to help him out. But yeah, the guys at 533 will definitely do custom orders, and it's not something I don't think they advertise, but it is something they definitely do. And it's pretty cool to get something customized for yourself. And they're really good with customer support. Charlotte and Wade are there helping out, and they've done a good job on staying in touch with customers and getting them what they want. And I think it's pretty neat. Alright guys, got my battery on. I got a 5200 mAh lithium ion battery by SMC. It's a little cold out here, that's why I'm in my car, and the battery's a little cold, so I don't expect a long flight time, but we'll go ahead and see what it does. Got my controller on. Let me check my goggles, make sure they are on. Yep, my goggles are on. Everything looks good and adjusted. Alright, so I'm just going to plug it in. Make sure my switches are right. Yep, switches are right. Plug it in. I'm going to set it out the door here. Nice. The props are not touching the ground. Here, I'll show you guys what it looks like. There, the props are not touching the ground. Alright, I'm going to shut this door. I got my window open so I can hear it, so I can kind of hear what the drone is doing at the same time. Alright, I got good video. Alright, one of them is a little out of focus here. I'm going to focus that up. Alright, looks good. Sounds good on idle. So I'm just hovering around or going around myself here, see if I can hear anything weird. I don't hear anything weird. Oh, it looks smooth.
I haven't seen any throttle twitches or anything like that. The props are right in the bottom. Like you could barely see the props in the corners there, which is not a big deal. That's way better than it was being in the middle of the screen last time. The snow looks beautiful out here. It's nice and smooth. I don't have any of the little shakes like I did last time. I don't see any of the twitches at all anymore. Now, normally with a film drone, you don't go up and do a flip, but let's do one. That looks good. It looks great, nice and smooth. Good video. There's some people over here sledding, so I ain't gonna get near those people. Oh yeah, that's cool. Look at that view. We're going to stop around, there we go. There were underneath 400 feet. We stopped. Just take a look at the view here. Oh, it's beautiful out here. All right. Come back down. And behind myself, it's still got really good range and stuff. This is a football field. If you can't tell, it's just covered in snow. It's a pretty new football field too. It's got some really nice grass or turf or whatever it is. It looks beautiful when there ain't no snow on it. Now, one thing I did notice before is it was like throttling. I don't remember. I don't know if that fixed that or not. It looks like it. Yeah, I mean, it's dropping down. I mean, dropping down fast, but yeah, it's not dropping down fast, but it is definitely dropping down. So it's just something funky with the Part2 last time. There we go, a nice power loop. Still full punch. That's pretty cool. Nice full punch there. We'll act like we're filming the top of this light real quick. Oh yeah. Beautiful detail in this 04 Pro. Let's go up and inspect it a little bit here. Act like we're an inspector and we're going to inspect this light. Oh yeah. Definitely can see it pretty good detail there. Oh yeah. Field goal. There's the church over there. Practice field. We built the track right here at this practice field. A couple years ago, this is where we flew at. We had a big track here and done tiny trainer in 5-inch. You can see people's tracks in the snow. Yeah, it's a little soccer field, and then they got a football field here and a soccer field over here. And this is at a recreation center, so there's literally nobody here. It's a good place to test out your equipment. Let's do a punch up. Nice punch up. It feels pretty good for a film drone. It feels great. Oh, there's some lower lights on here too. They got fancy with it, didn't they? They just redone this whole field. And I said we weren't going to do a long flight because it's cold, but it's actually hanging in there pretty well. So we'll just go ahead and push it until it gets low. See how far it goes. Let's film ourselves. Now here this truck started up. Parking lot's clear now. I think they went sledding on this hill right here. We'll see if we see some sled tracks. Oh yeah, they all been sledding down this hill. It looks like a vehicle went right there. Looks like they tried to go, I guess, and see how good their vehicle gripped. I don't know why their vehicle tracks down through there. Voltage is still good, which means this will be pretty good for long range. I didn't build it for long range though. I built it for mainly just filming, because so I want everything to be solid and steady. It has a little bit, like when you punch the throttle, it has a little bit of that that little set little twitch right there, but I think it could be mitigated. I'll demonstrate it again. See that? Look at that field. It's nice and fresh. There's only the marks right there. That's some weird markings though. What? I wonder if they were just messing around and drawing in the snow, because yeah, I don't know what it is, but got some tracks out here. People scooting their feet and going. I don't see any snow angels. I remember when I was a kid, I would make snow angels. All right, we're at 13 minutes and 21:08. 21:09. Let's see how long it'll take us to get to 21:05. Once it hits 21:05, we'll come in and land. So over here, there's another school way over there in the ball field. But I don't want to do any flying over houses right now. And when I test a drone, I try to be as safe as possible and not do anything to where, I want to be very sure about the drone, which it seems great. We get a full pack out of it like this, I am happy. Alright, we're at 15 minutes, and at normal hover throttle, I can make it go slow, and we're at 22. It looks like it just keeps hanging in there, which I know if you give it a couple punches, it heats that pack up a little bit, and it definitely helps it out to get longevity in the cold if you heat up that pack just a little bit. So if you're ever just trying to get the most lifetime out of it, sometimes it's good to just punch it a couple times if you're in the cold. So that's a little hint, about something I've learned. Looking good. We're at 21.6 now. We could back it down a little bit. Let's see, get it back to 21.8. Alright. We're starting to get to where we need to land. So we'll keep an eye on that voltage. And it hangs right there at 21.6, which I think is pretty cool. It hangs right there for a long time. Like, you could definitely operate around this voltage for a little while. Alright, so there we go. 21.5. Let's get down and land it. We're at 17, so almost 17 and a half minutes on this battery pack. I want to let it kind of flush when I have the way I have that landing gear and the props are on the bottom. So I'm just going to come in slowly. There we go. I didn't even hear a scrape or nothing. I don't think we scraped it one time. I think it landed flush. Let's go over and look at it. Of course, it's super cold out here. The motors are not even warm. Not even warm at all. The battery pack's not even warm. But it's super cold out here, so. But there we go. We got the little skis on it. And I don't see any ice. We got a little bit of snow patches here. Oh yeah, that would definitely ski in the ice if you wanted it to. I think that'd be a pretty neat video to make it like ski in the ice. That'd be pretty cool. Be for another video though. Alright guys, I am happy with that. I think it's good enough for me for a filming drone. And yeah, if you enjoyed that, give it a like. And we got some more videos coming out. I got something cool coming up. I actually 3D printed some props, and I know that's silly, but there's going to be a video coming up when it's not so cold outside. We're going to do 3D printed props, so look forward for that. And if you have any ideas or any videos you want to see, put it down below, and go and check out those links, and I'll see you guys later.